Hi guys, that's me, and today I just wanted to show one of the new terrain projects I'm going to have on the go. I gave a really quick flash view of these when on one of my videos last week, or it might have been earlier this week. But yeah, I just want to spend a little bit more time just explaining what I'm going to be doing with them, and giving a bit of a, as I'd like to say, unboxing, but it's more of a short review of what you're getting. So the reason I've got the video set up like this is because this is generally how I have my table set up. A lot of my terrain is designed so that it's got these walkways around the outside. So essentially what it does is when you put it together like that, you get objects of terrain and then roads going in between them. So essentially a cityscape. And I mean, most of the time you've got taller pieces of terrain like this that are making up the streets like that, and that's all well and good, but it can get too much terrain. You get a lot of line of sight blocking terrain, and you lose a lot of the aspects of a 40k. I mean, it's good if you want to do a city fight battle, but for all other things you really want to have some open space. And with the way that I've designed my board, if you have open space, all you're left with is sort of a really wide road, which looks a bit crap, to be honest. So what I do is, to get around that, is I've started to design pieces of terrain that essentially represent open land, but at the same time you've got the road structure between them, so that's not ruined at all. One of the first ones I made was this industrial waste piece here. Again, you can see over the top of it, so you can shoot without any hindrance at all across the top of it, so it's not line of sight blocking, it doesn't provide any cover. It does provide, in this case, some mysterious terrain with the goo that comes out of it. You can use the rules out the 40k 6th edition rulebook for that. But essentially, I was looking for a way to make open space on my board without ruining the overall appeal of having the tarmac roads and the walkways, so pavements, and then objects on it as well. So the next one is going to be a much bigger piece of terrain, and what it is a parkland. And so what I've ordered is some tree stumps. Now these were supposed to just be dead trees on the website, but I've taken a look at them, and I really think that these will do a fantastic job of sort of being dead, burnt out trees, so painted quite dark, maybe with some moss growing back on them to sort of show the return of life to the area. But what it's going to be is it's going to be a piece of parkland, maybe a broken bench or something. I haven't really decided yet, but yeah, these are going to be the centerpiece of that. Whether I magnetize them to the board or not, I'm really not sure, because I mean, carrying it around, they're not too tall, so carrying around the piece to mates' houses for games shouldn't be too much of a problem, but it might be nice just to be able to remove them, to be honest. And yeah, so here we go. Just show you some of the detail on these. Absolutely fantastic. That really looks like it's sort of been either cut down or fallen down a long time ago, and then over the years it's been weathered on the top there, which has really brought out the grooves in the top of the tree trunk. An even better instance here where the outer layer of the tree is sort of, I mean, this one even looks like it's been burnt, to be honest. Looking at it, it looks as though the outside has been burnt more than the inside, so it's sort of swollen, gone black, and then crumbled off from around the outsides. And you got the same sort of feature going on with this one here. I mean, it's quite an odd, and you can hear that, it's quite an odd resin, this, and it seems to have, it almost looks like paper on the bottom there, but it's definitely sort of resin of some type. It seems like it would be hard wearing. And you've got this one here, which I absolutely love, which is a fallen tree, so you can see all the root structure there. It really looks like it's been torn out of the ground, and then it's been there for a while. There's a little bit I need to trim off there before I use it and paint it up. But that's it really. This stuff comes from Urban Construct. This is a card that they gave me. I'll put a link in the description to the website. It's a UK based company. They do lots of awesome stuff. I mean, they've got fantasy stuff and sci-fi, they've got trench works, all in resin as far as I'm aware. They've got buildings, and I think I'll definitely be ordering from them again and seeing what I can't do with it. So that's it really. If anyone wants to put any input as to how this will go down, whether this will be too much for one piece, because I mean that's probably how big it's going to be on the table, this particular one. That's fairly big. It might be a little too dense, so maybe I can make 2 pieces out of this and get even more sort of open ground on the table. That's it really. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Any ideas? If anyone's got a similar board themselves where they're using the actual board as tarmac and then the objects that you put on it as the roads, very keen to hear. If anyone's got any pictures or videos, that's even better. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next one. Stay well, guys.